Welcome back to Steins Gate. Last time Okarin got a bit paranoid and made a pretty big mistake and walked in on Kurisu and Mayuri in the shower and eventually left. And we pretty much left it after he monologued about it a little bit. So let's see, how Kurisu and Mayuri speak with him post-shower. So let's get started. After a moment to collect myself, I put away my phone. I need some air. Wow, I could have done 2 more lines. That would have been a much better place to stop. Oops. 2 days have passed since Kurisu and Mayuri came to stay. During that time, Daru and I have done our best to support Kurisu's work on the phone wave, name subject to change. According to Daru, it should be easy to use the LHC to generate black holes for our use. The black holes form at the proton collision point, where the lifter is installed, and exist for only a few seconds before evaporating. During those few seconds, CERN throws a human into the singularity. We'll use those few seconds too. The gravity of the black hole compresses matter to infinite density. CERN uses the lifter to keep the compression under control, but we don't want that. We're going to dial CERN's lifter down. Not so much that it endangers the world, of course, but enough to compress our memory data to under 36 bytes. Daru has been coding the necessary program. As for me, I've been searching for our lifter, the unknown device that pumps electrons into the phone wave, name subject to change, and keeps our black hole open. Kurisu couldn't find anything that could serve as a lifter inside the microwave, so it must be something on the outside. We're not sure what that could be, and so far we have no idea where to start looking. Yesterday, I consulted Daru about that threatening email, but Daru insisted that there's no way CERN could have discovered his hacking yet. Of course, I had him make doubly sure we hadn't been tracked. His tests came back clean. I understand he's confident in his skills, and I trust him. If Daru says they haven't found out, then they haven't. But somehow, knowing that does not ease my anxiety. It's Friday, and although we still haven't solved the lifter problem, Kurisu is just about done with the time leap machine. Great, just gotta check my mail. Oh, from Lukaku. Okay. Summer plans. Have you gone to any festivals or fireworks shows this summer? Maybe you have plans to go with Mayuri-chan later? P.S. I did 22 practice swings with Samidare. Okay. Let's see what we can say in response. No, too crowded. I'm being chased by the organization, remember? The last thing I need is a knife in the back. Or, I don't know Mayuri's plans, but I'm pretty sure she's busy preparing for a different sort of festival soon to take place in Ariake. I don't know, I think I might go with the first one. Lukaku sort of plays along with the whole organization thing and the sword practicing. I don't know. But this one sounds like he's going, no, I'm not going anywhere. And the other one kind of left it a bit more open. I don't know. I'm just gonna send a random thing. I don't know if I'm picking the wrong things or how much of an effect my choices are having, but oh well. Naturally, that means it's time for her to give me something else to worry about. For the final adjustments, we need to use the phone wave. I groan. In other words, we have to cause the electrical discharge phenomenon. There's a risk involved. A risk called Mr. Braun. As we know, the discharge phenomenon causes the entire building to shake. Last time, Mr. Braun threatened to raise our rent if it happened again. Kurisu and Daru look at me.
Okarin,
it's up to you, Okarin. Take care of it. In other words, you're sending me to die. Your sacrifice will allow us to complete the time leap machine. Besides, you're always the one who talks to the boss for us. Well, maybe it's time for you to put your lives on the line.
私は無理。あの店長さん以前にバイトから目の敵にされてる。
I can't. That girl who works there hates me.
いいだろう。だが忘れるな。俺は絶対に死なん。不死鳥のごとく何度でも蘇るぞ。
Fine, but hear this, I will not die. Like the immortal phoenix, I will return, no matter how many times it takes. With that said, I head down to handle things with Mr. Braun.
Okarin, 死んじゃやだよ。
Don't die, okay? As I pass through the lounge, Mayuri looks up from her costume to see me off. When I step into the store, Mr. Braun, Suzuha, and the Chipmunk are watching some comedy show on the massive 42-inch CRT. Watching TV at noon without a customer in sight. Looks like business as usual at the Braun Tube workshop.
ボス、岡部倫太郎。
Sup, Okabe Rintaro? I will reply. Let me check my mail. Oh, it's Faris again. She was sent like a weird message the other day, didn't she? Okay, okay, yes, so she's replying. My life has no meaning. It's all gone now. No one will look at me. Not anymore. What can I do? Even if I shout, no one can hear. My voice can't reach the one most important to me. I walk alone through dusty grey streets, forever pounded by lukewarm rain. Such is the fate of the defeated. Still, Faris is here. Someone find me. That doesn't sound good. She doesn't sound great there. Okay, what can I say in reply? What chuny nonsense. Oh yeah, that's what you say when someone sends a message like that. If you want attention, come to the lab. Mayuri and I are here for you. I mean, I'm not a fan of the first sentence, because she sounded pretty depressed. But I think acknowledging her message when she's reached out and sent it, I don't know what's wrong with Faris. But just going off those texts, she doesn't sound great. And reaching out when you're not feeling great is hard, and I don't want to leave it and not reply. So let's just ignore the first sentence. At least the second bit, he's saying they're here for her, which is good. So that'll do. That's all I can ask for, really. Anyway, let's get them to let us shake the house down. I raise my hand in response to Suzuha's greeting. The chipmunk, Nai, quickly hides behind her father when she sees me. I see you're as busy as ever.
Oh, Okabe ka. Brown can katte
Okabe, buy a CRT.
いりません。俺は解雇中ではないのでね。買うなら液晶テレビを買いますよ。
No thanks. I'm not some kind of retro TV otaku. I'd rather buy an LCD. I look around the store as I answer. Huh. I just thought of something. Like, CERN's Large Hadron Collider, the phone wave named subject to change, must have some kind of electron feed to keep the black hole open. CERN calls this feed the lifter. We still haven't figured out what that is, nor what could be acting as a substitute in our time machine. What if our lifter is somewhere in this shop? Whatever it is must be in close proximity to the phone wave named subject to change. It couldn't work otherwise. And the Braun Tube workshop is located directly below the lab. And I guess that would make sense, because they can only do the discharge stuff in the day. So maybe if it's something in the shop when it's closed overnight, that's why they can't... it doesn't work. Maybe? I mean, it makes sense. Could our lifter be a CRT?
てめえ、最近女ばっか連れ込んでるらしいじゃねえか。
You've been having a lot of girls over lately, haven't you?
ばっかと言っても、いつもメンツは変わりませんよ。
Just the usual members.
私もこの前お邪魔してきたよ。
I was over the other day.
たまには俺も呼べ。若い娘と話してみて。
Invite me next time, huh? I want to talk to some young girls for a change. Oh, come on.
お父さん、ケツ。
Daddy, that's dirty.
違うぞナエ。これは社会勉強であり、それと顧客獲得のための営業活動なんだよ。
No, it isn't. It's, marketing. Yeah, I'm looking for new customers. Sure you are. Check out this scary-looking guy trying desperately to explain himself to his daughter. Hilarious.
そもそもさ、店長の言い草じゃまるで私が若くないみたいじゃん。
What do you mean for a change? You talk to me every day.
若くはないな。
You're not young. Suzuha's the same age as Daru and I, which makes her older than Mayuri or Kurisu.
なーにー？岡部倫太郎、なんつった？
Did you say something, Okabe Rintaro? Like, either way, they're all minors, so Mr. Braun should probably not be talking like that about them.
事実だろ。
Only the truth.
ナエ、お父さんはお前さえいれば幸せなんだからな。ね。
Hey, your father is happy as long as he has you, okay?
うん、わかってるよ。でも、不潔っぽいことはもう言わないでね。
Yep, I know, but don't say dirty things anymore, Kay.
もちろん約束するさ。
It's a promise. Then he joins Pinkies with his daughter. Damn, Mr. Braun, you're way off character. How does a guy like him produce a daughter like that? Nai is one of the kindest, gentlest girls I've ever met. I don't know why she's so afraid of me, though. Anyway, I came here to explain that the building's about to shake. How do I avoid having my head ripped off? How many more earthquakes do you think this building can handle? No, that's way too obvious. An earthquake is coming, and my magic eye reading Steiner has seen it in the future. Escape while you still can. Yeah, that might work, really. I'm not so sure.
ねえ、昨日も椎名真由里は泊まったの？
Hey, did Shina Mayuri stay over yesterday?
ああ、
Yeah.
ってことは、マキセ・クリスも？
So Makise Kurisu stayed too.
ああ。二人とも上にいる。
Yeah, they're both upstairs.
そっか。
Oh. Suzuha's hostility towards Kurisu hasn't abated.
お前の方はどうだ？
And how are you doing?
どうだって？
Huh?
少しは元気が出たのか？
Are you feeling better?
ああ、うん。まあね。捜索は継続中。
Oh, yeah, I guess. The search continues.
あ？おいバイト、何の話だよ。
Huh? What's this about part-timer?
私、父さんを探してるんだって。店長にも前話したじゃん。
I'm searching for my dad. I told you before, remember?
ああ、その話か。岡部、探してやれ。
Oh, right. Go find her old man, Okabe. Why does he think he can boss me around?
無論だ。鈴葉はすでにラボメンとなっているのだからな。俺とその他メンバーに任せておけ。
Naturally, Suzuha's a fellow lab member. Leave it to us. Suzuha looks at me with a smile that shines through the gloom filling the store.
岡部倫太郎って私と同い年なのにすごく年上って感じだな。なんかぐいぐい引っ張ってく力があるよね。
Okabe Rintaro. We're the same age, but sometimes you seem a lot older. You really know how to give people strength. That's the first time anyone's said that to me. Makes me kinda happy.
当たり前だ。俺は王院京馬なのだからな。
Of course, I am the great Hoenn Kyoma. The chipmunk cowers in terror as I unveil my madness. I can see tears pooling in her eyes. I guess my aura is just too powerful for a grade schooler girl to endure.
岡部、もし次大声出して苗を怯えさせたら殺す。
Okabe, next time you scare Nai, I'll kill ya.
すみません。
Sorry.
でもさ、
Come here a sec. Suzuha takes my arm and leads me away from the Tenojis, who have gone back to watching TV.
これだけは忠告しとくけど、
I just want to say,
マキセ・クリスには留意して。
be circumspect in your dealings with Makise Kurisu.
留意
What? Circumspect? Why can't you just say careful like a normal person? Not that I want to talk.
またか。ただの逆恨みだろ。
This again? Aren't you just being paranoid? Suzuha shakes her head firmly.
違う。これは事実。私はそれを存知している。
No. Her perniciousness has been proven. Perniciousness? Is she saying Kurisu is dangerous? There's something strange about the way Suzuha is talking, and it's not just her fondness for uncommon words. There's something else. Something...
あの女の頭脳は危険すぎ。それに結局あいつ実験のことしか考えてないんだ。
Her genius is a threat. At heart, she only cares about her experiments. Suzuha's eyes are hard, and her voice is as cold as ice. I can tell that she means every word she says.
君たちは利用されてるだけだよ。いい？よく聞いて。
Listen to me. She's using you all.
あの女はセルンに通じてる。
Makise Kurisu is connected to SERN. What? No, that's impossible. SERN is our enemy. If Daru's hacking is discovered, I have no doubt they will do everything in their power to destroy us. How can Kurisu be connected to CERN?
つまりスパイだと言いたいのか。
You're saying she's a spy? Suzuha nods firmly.
タイムマシン開発の功績もあの女のものになった。
The credit for inventing the time machine was hers. Was hers? Okay, I am now like pretty much 110% convinced that Suzuha's from the future. Like, Taitor is her dad, even though she says it's not the same Taitor, like, okay, that's already suspicious. And now, like, the credit for inventing the time machine was Kurisu's. Like, the time machine isn't officially invented until 2034. Like, according to Taitor anyway. So, how could Kurisu have any sort of credit for inventing the time machine now? Like, it must be in the future. She must be getting the credit for this in the future. And she said weird stuff before, so I'm convinced she is. Maybe she's the Taitor that's posting on the forums. I don't know. And Taitor, the other Taitor that she's looking for is her dad. I don't know. I'm making stuff up now. But she's definitely... yeah, I'm pretty sure she's from the future. Anyway, let's keep going. Watch me be proved wrong. Again, Suzuha's words sound strange to my ears, but I still can't place my finger on why. Because she's talking in past tense about something that's not happened.
だからさ、気を許しちゃダメ。
Don't let your guard down. I don't believe it. I saw Kurisu's anger when she learned what CERN had been doing. She called their actions a betrayal of scientists everywhere. How can someone with such a pure love of science be connected to CERN? But if what Suzuha says is true... Ugh. Could she be the one who sent that threatening email? I suspected Moeka, but... Oh. Hasn't warned anyone. He's gonna be in trouble. Suddenly, I didn't mean to do that. Just checking his phone. That was my fault. Suddenly, the ground starts to shake. Kurisu started the experiment? But I haven't talked to Mr. Braun yet. Damn, it's too soon.
Oi, Okabe!
Okabe. Sure enough, veins on Mr. Braun's forehead swell in response to the shaking.
揺らすなって何度言ったらわかんだ。若い娘だろうが俺は容赦しねえぞ。家賃1万円アップだ。
How many times do I have to tell you not to shake the building? Cute girls or no, I ain't letting you off. Your rent's going up.
待ってくださいミスターブラウン。これは我がラボの仕業ではなく自信だ。俺の魔眼リーディングシュタイナーがそう余地を。
Wait, Mr. Braun, this isn't our doing. It's an earthquake. My magic eye reading Steiner predicted this would happen.
地震だ？そんなごまかしが通用すると思ってるのか？
An earthquake. You think I'll fall for that? The shaking gets more intense, knocking over a CRT.
ブラウン管ちゃんが
Braun Tube-chan, no! Crap. I can't talk my way out of this one.
てめえ、岡部
Okarin, you bastard! Mr. Braun clearly wants to snap my neck like a twig, but he elects to protect his greatest treasure, the 42-inch CRT, instead. He grabs the remote and switches it off, then grabs hold of the TV and hangs on for dear life. Is it over?
みたいだな。
Looks like it. Wait. It's over? And we're gonna leave it there. Because we're getting to 20 minutes. It feels like an okay place to stop. I mean, given my track record, he'll have 2 more lines and then the scene will change. But still, I have another theory. Okay. CRT turned off. Or Mr. Braun turned it off. Like, this just happened 2 seconds ago and I've forgotten exactly what happened. But as soon as the 42-inch one turned off, the shaking stopped, which means the electrical discharger stopped. Which I guess would mean that the large CRT would be the lifter that they're looking for? Or whatever, the equivalent of the lifter? I mean, that would make sense. Every time they say 42-inch CRT, like, I'm like, oh, that's not that big, because these days TVs are much bigger than that, but I forget that, you know, the CRTs aren't just a flat screen, they've got all the stuff at the back as well. So yeah, it would be huge. Anyway, we will come back to this tomorrow and see if the 42-inch CRT is doing what I think it's doing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.